check the brakes. If it moves in plastic, we talking about it.
You actually go outside in these things? What would you prefer? Yellow spandex?
Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Breaking toy news like a siren in the night. Posting figures fresh out the factory.
You think you're funny, don't you?
I know I am. The famous comedian Arnold Braunschweiger.
Decepticon scheming hit a battle call. Maximus rise, Predacons attack. Beast Wars energy, yeah, we bring it back.
Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls.
Loki's on deck, yeah, they switching the game. Dr. Woo, magic, shell presence wild. From box to bricks, still a toy loving child. G.I. Joe locked in, Cobra strike back. Destro slinging Baroness, yeah, the plot stays stacked. Marvel legends pose like heroes in frames. Superheroes saving days, yeah, they live up the name. Imports on deck, joints straight from Japan. Every figure tell a story when it's sitting in my hand. This ain't just toys, it's a culture to see. Plastic,
well, I'll tell you, nobody handles garbage better than we do.
Online, we talk and we break it. Every single time, this ain't just toys, it's a culture we see. Plastic,
You don't remember?
For you, the day Bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday. What are you smiling about?
Dude, I almost had you.
rolling like a midnight reel. Box office numbers and what critics feel. From trailers to theory, breakdowns on screen, discussing what it means and what could have been. Men on films, vibes, talk cinema deep.
And welcome to Men on Films, the show that looks at movies from a male point of view.
Closing part, reviews with flavor, not scared of debate. If it's fire, we praise it. If not,
Hated it.
yeah, we talk movies the proper way.
I don't remember.
Dude, that's like a porno.
That's such an old movie.
Yeah, right.
Buzzing online, we talk and we break it every single time. This ain't just toys, it's a culture we see. From plastic to pictures, yeah, we give you the feel.
Left cheek! Left cheek! Left cheek!
We talk and we break it every single time.
Hey guys, welcome to another week of news and review in our toy space. Action figures, Transformers, third-party Transformers, a little bit of everything. Another big week. I mean, you know, we're right on the cusp of SDCC, BotCon, TFCon Toronto, and I mean, we got JoeFest was this last weekend, so I mean, there is plenty of things again this week. So let's get right to it. Let's see, add to the stage Transformers. So first off, we have some leak listings, and these were provided by Noon on the TFW 2005 message boards. First, we got these Tonka collabs with Transformers, but I think Tonka's owned by Hasbro, right? Tonka was one of the toy lines they acquired back in the day. And what was it, 2 or 3 years ago, we got that Tonkanator that I think it started out as a Target exclusive, that Devastator. It was basically G2 Devastator, but they were all Autobots. So it's like you almost got a G2 Devastator, but it was missing the stickers. I can't remember if it was a sticker sheet, but and then we also have from 2 more collabs. We have a Trajan collab van and Sport 7. I don't know. We got a soccer ball this year. We got NFL helmets. What could Sport 7 be? And then Noon also posted that the following will be up for pre-order soon. The Energon Capsule Megatron, Optimus, Cybertronic, and Cybertread. Now, we've seen Cybertronic and Cybertread from some toy dealers in Asia. And then on the back of the box, we saw that Megatron and Optimus, and those are just, I mean, we're going back to Siege. We're getting Siege repaints. The Timeline, Samatron, Megatron, Bumblebee we give up for pre-order, which was really weird because, I mean, we saw, excuse me, did we see that at like the European toy show after New York Comic Con and no pre-orders? I forgot all about it. Sorry. There is a G4422 that we don't know what it is, but it's something. And then the Beast Wars Maximum Multi-Pack is coming. And then the Age of the Prime Wave 4 Deluxes. So that's new. So we were only supposed to get 3 waves this year. Looks like there's a 4th. Oh, and Emma just dropped of those Tonka crossovers. So it's non-Transformers stuff. It's just Tonka toys with Transformers-inspired looks. So we got a dump truck Optimus Prime, a bulldozer Bumblebee, and a excavator Megatron. So save some cash. Let's see. Next up, I forget what book this was, but there was like a solicitation that came out, and we're seeing some pre-production images of Takara's MPG blaster. Kind of got a little dopey face on him, right? And then here's just kind of a look at the transformation. Transforms like a blaster. Then there's that rewind eject mold. You see kind of a little bit of that. I'm happy with my Fans Toys blaster, so I will not be going in on this. Let's see. Next up, we have Transformers New Legends. Galvatron. Kind of some updates for it. Just kind of pre-production sample. It's probably the same sample we saw at that toy show. I'm noticing some gaps. I'm not a fan of these gaps that are in its legs. Head sculpt looks great. We got some finger articulation. So this is a Generations or Chug style toy, but through Takara, which is really weird. None of this is coming through Hasbro at all. This is 100% Takara design. Kind of interesting, really, if you guys think about it. Let's see, next up, and then Takara sends out teases. So we get to see some of their. We already know what this is. This is so the Studio Series stuff. That is that Earthrise Prow and that Starscream, that new mold that we just hit targets for that Target exclusive that more than meets the eye series. And then we got some Age of the Prime stuff. We can tell what that is. That's Swindle and the gold Vector Prime. These aren't hard to figure out. And then we got MPG. We got Blaster, Rewind, Eject, Ram Horn, and can't remember the Lion guy. Yeah, this stuff never. Well, it does happen all the time, but you know, you're doing the video, then you can't remember. I'm stalling to see if his name, like, it's right there, right there. If anybody's watching this live in the chat, I'm sure somebody will say what it is. But Ram Steeljaw, Jesus, we made it through, guys. Names. And then we got the tease of Galvatron. I can't wait to see some colored images of this and full images. So most likely, after this airs, I'm sure Takara will drop colored images. And then another couple days after that, we'll get images with the pre-order date. And then once that pre-order date, we'll have all the official images. But the thing that's surprising me is Takara is reissuing Gigawatt. And it's for the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future. So that kind of makes sense. Milking the mold. I wonder if they'll do anything else to it. Probably not. But you never know. Next up, YOLO Park teased their next wave of AMK Pro stuff. So Pro is like the same things from the Beast Wars that we saw, but with diecast. And that silhouette, that is the 2007 movie Optimus Prime, which makes sense because next year, 2027, that movie is 20 years old. 20-year-old anniversary for the first live-action Transformers movie. That is fucking crazy. Man, I'm getting old. Well, that's all for official toy news. Moving on to third party. And I don't even have this thing pulled up. I am not ready.
Showtime! Woo! 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 Woo!
Doctor. Woo! Man, that was a weak woo. Well, of all the things they're going off and doing, Six Shot. Like, I mean, they did their Ultra Magnus, so it's like it seems like a lot of these companies are doing Ultra Magnus. They're doing Six Shot as like his foil almost. But it's 8 centimeters tall, so it's the typical Dr. Wu size stuff, right? My conversion sucks. But he comes with a pair of swords, and then he does the 6 modes. I mean, this looks like it's heavily redesigned from the Hasbro mold, really. But I mean, how many different ways can you do Six Shot, right? But yeah, looking forward to seeing some updates. I don't know if I would, this might be a fun fidget transformer to have because it's small and you can do all those different modes. Maybe I will pre-order this one. I get tempted every time I see something from Dr. Wu to pre-order it, but all right, next up.
I'm sure you've thought about me naked, huh?
Am I that transparent?
I ran clear across Alabama.
I'm looking at you through the glass.
And Lieutenant Kendrick was clear on what you wanted?
Crystal.
Loud and clear, Easy Rhino.
Simple. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Are we clear?
I can see right through you.
Jesus.
You can't handle the
Translucent. That's right. We got some clear figures. And coming from Galaxy Toys, we have their reformatted Megatron. Galaxy Toys is like the new age of micro scale. They are milking the hell out of this Megatron. And so we're getting the purple translucent Megatron. So basically the reformatted version of Megatron. But wait, they're not done. We're also getting the clear variant. I don't know what this represents other than, they like him clear over there. Clear. Translucent. I like the purple one better. I don't know. I'm not a fan of clear. What do you guys think? Shout out in the chat. Leave a comment. Let's see. Then still more from Galaxy Toys. They tease their Jazz. And this actually looks really good. Like, for this pre-production sample almost looks better than some of their, like, finished product. And, yeah, you got a little gappage in the hood right there where it's matching with the windshield. But, I mean, the doors open on a micro scale figure? Crazy. But I mean, it's kind of... Well, did he have his doors open? No, he didn't. But looking good. Speaking of looking good, man, Magic Square is just pushing these guys out. Like, it feels like Strafe just like came in people's hands. Now we got finished images of Scattershot. And they're one member down from this being complete. It's like, what did Magic Square to do before this? I can't remember. It just feels like they are fast tracking this, and it would be so cool if they were fast tracking the Legends to bring a masterpiece. But there was that rumor like a year or so ago where Magic Square's next masterpiece stuff was the Dinobots, and I haven't heard anything from them. I really love their Bruticus, and I want this in Masterpiece. I would almost get this over Fans Toys. We'll see. Maybe one for bot, one for robot. And then here we have alt modes in his gun mode thingy. Very phallic looking. And then here what we're looking at right now in combined form. Looking really good. Really good. Next up from DX9. Can I get a red alert? I don't need a 3.0 of this. Like, I have the 1.0. Didn't get the 2.0 because it was got a little bit better, more tune accurate. Now this one's even more give me a red alert. I would get. I like DX9's mold, and the price, you couldn't beat it. Give me a red alert. I don't want to have to buy Fans Toys, but I probably will. And then here we got some more images of it. Like I said, this side swipe is clean. Like, I would recommend it to anybody that doesn't have a side swipe. That it's a good alternative to probably what Fans Toys is coming out with. The transformation wasn't that bad. Yeah, it's a really good side swipe mold. And then next up, X Transbots gave us some final images of their Slug Slinger and Toy Deco. Or wait, is this Toy Deco or is this? Yeah, I think this is Toy Deco. It just that those images don't have the stickers on it. Here's the stickers applied. And then there's the Target Master he comes with. And then here he is in jet mode. Yeah, looking good. I actually got in today, reaching for it, the Japanese tune accurate one. So I'll be opening that and doing a review soon. Stay tuned. And then is there any more images of that? Yeah, here it is in jet mode. And then the faces. I can't remember if the tune one comes with different faces, but I like it. I like when X Transbots gives you at least, one or two different faces. You got the stoic face and the shouting face. Speaking of X Transbots, so this one, I didn't know who this was. I had to Google this guy. So this is Pretender Roadblock, or I guess it's Scoop in Japan. But this is that scrapper mold that they turned it into Scoop, and then now into this. I feel like I might have missed out when I didn't get the Scoop, but so much stuff coming out. It wasn't like a priority character to get. Looks real good. I've heard nothing but positive reviews on this scrapper mold. So, and then last up on our third-party Transformers news, Dreamstar Toys showed us pre-production images of their Swindle, and they're moving along quickly with their Bruticus. Hopefully it turns out as well as the Devastator, because I haven't heard really any complaints about the Devastator. But here is in Jeep mode. You can kind of see the grid lines on this. Looks like it was 3D printed, but yeah, that's all for Transformers news. Let's move on to some action figure related stuff. First off, starting with hitting remove again. We are starting with Hiya Toys, and they showed off their Biollante. And is it from the 89 movie? Yeah, Godzilla versus Biollante, 1989. Look, I tell you what, I'm glad I'm not in this high-end Monsterverse stuff, because that head sculpt looks pretty killer. Now, I did share this in one of the Discords that there's some Monsterverse fans on this, and they did not like the bendy wire tentacles. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've heard nothing but positive stuff about Haya's Monsterverse stuff. So, and Haya's not done. We have some 1/18th stuff. This is their G.I. Joe Cobra Officer. Yeah, it's got the silver insignia. Which, I mean, makes sense, right? Because we've seen the Python Patrol one, so we've probably seen the Trooper. So we're just, it's more reuse from Haya on their 1/16 or 1/18 stuff. So not too bad. I mean, would you guys want this in like the classified, like a more stylized look with the armor, like the black kind of chest armor look to it? Next up, we have some new stuff from Mafex, and this was the this was Wonder Woman. I forget what comic book this is from now. It's from Superman for Tomorrow. I mean, this looks good, but I don't care about Mafex at all. Is that a soft goods cape? It's got to be, right? It was one of the funny things. I can't remember what show I was on when they showed this off. I remember Smudge saying, "Why she got a knife? Her sword's so small." The other thing that's weird is in these pictures we're not seeing the lasso. She's not getting in the lasso, but we're also not seeing all the hands that she has, and so this might not be all of her accessories. I just think the shoulders look weird too, especially on this image. Like it's like drop down, drop down, drop down. I don't know. I think it pulls away from the sculpt. And then from the same comic, we have Superman, soft goods cape. The body looks really good. I'm just not a fan of Mafex, but like the head sculpts is what gets me. Like, why is Superman always frumpy? Like we got from frowny to like screaming, like I'm upset, to frowning laser vision to I gotta take a poo face. Like he's gritting his teeth, like he's pushing something out. I don't know. Let's see. Next up, one of the coolest like reveals I saw this week. I'm not even like a Hot Wheels collector, but I was like, this is their SDCC exclusive. It's the that scene from Top Gun where he goes inverted over the MiG and takes the picture, flips them off, all that stuff, or maybe they get flipped off. I don't remember, but I think this is a cool set. Like I like it. Probably not going to get it. I think I heard it's like $40, which is nuts for 2 Hot Wheels at a stand. Let's see. Next up, Storm Arena / Collectibles. So they were at I think it was a video game convention in Las Vegas, EVO. And we got some new looks at some of their characters. We got Lilith, Armika, Chun-Li, Zangief, Balrog, Akuma, and Morgan. And these are all the arena stuff. And you know, I like the crap on arena just because everybody just sucks it off so much. So I just want to be like anti-arena. But I love this stuff. Like it's really good. Like of the things that I've handled, I'm probably all in on just player one. I don't give a shit about all these repaints. That's the thing that pisses me off is the repaints. But these figures look good, and I can't wait to get that Zangief. The Zangief looks good. And then there's Armika. Just their style is fucking weird. And then we got Chun-Li and Balrog. Balrog looks really good. Chun-Li's okay. I don't like that costume. I prefer her traditional Street Fighter 2 costume. Then I think these are Storm collectibles. So these are the 7-inch. These are the taller, the Sagat and the Vega. And I think these, well, that says Street Fighter 2 Ultra, but the Sagat is Street Fighter 6. Same thing with that M. Bison. And then we have our arena figures of Lilith and Morgan. Oh, I didn't play Darkstalkers a whole lot, but then they have a cartoon. I feel like I watched a cartoon, not an anime, but a cartoon. But some of the sexiest female characters in that game. So I am down for these, especially if they do Felicia or Dimitri. Ugh. And then we have some action figures that I don't know what this is. Cobra the Space Pirate. Cobra. And I don't know these either. And then are these Bake? Yeah, Bake do. I've never seen this. But I've heard good things about these figures as well. Let's see. Moving on. More Mattel stuff. I probably should put this with Hot Wheels, but so this like hit today or last night maybe. I thought this was fake at first when I saw it, and then I just seen everybody post it. This is their SDCC 2026 Jim Bro Skeletor from the Motu movie. I don't collect Motu. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to it. But just as cheesy as this is, it's kind of like makes me want to buy this. I don't know. I guess it depends on the price. It shouldn't be that expensive, right? It's just the Skeletor buck with some weight accessories and a soft goods towel. So you never know. But it's got that special packaging and it's SDCC. So fun stuff. Let's see. Next up, moving on to Blockies. And I think we saw teases of these at one of the shows that Blockies was at. But this is their champion class, Jeff the Land Shark and Invisible Woman. This is who Hasbro should have went with first. No, not Jeff the Land Shark because they already did. But look how much more articulate this is than the one that came with Hasbro with that 2-pack. He's got full articulation in his limbs, multiple joints. His tail moves. His head moves. He's got different eyeballs. He's got different tongue attachments. This is far better than the Hasbro. And then we have Invisible Woman. Another one Hasbro should have went with first, right? Because she's fun in the game. Fun. But here's a breakdown of all her accessories as well. It comes with a flight stand, some effect pieces, different hands. Cake? Yeah. Let's see. Next up, we have we're moving on to JoeFest. So some of this stuff was dropped beforehand. Some of the exclusives there: Acid Rain, Novark, Where the End Begins Again. So Acid Rain has 112 scale and 118 scale, so you can kind of see the Vesper Wing Flux set and then the Vesper Ostrich set. And these are very Viper Cobra inspired decos. And I think I have some closer images. So the 112th is like it's funny. It's called the Ostrich. But it is like he's riding an ostrich with a minigun on it. It's like a little mech, almost like AT-ST, right? Yeah. But he can also stand behind it and use it as a turret. Kind of a cool design. I mean, I don't care. I guess I didn't have pictures of the 112 thing or the 118th thing. But I mean, you can see it in this picture. It's like a little single person craft, almost like a more futuristic Skyhawk. But let's see. Moving on, here is Skeletron. This is their Skeleton Assault Trooper. Jeez, I can't spit it out. But I think Lou from Figure Fight Club had one of these Friday night and was playing with it. It says it's a really good figure. So, and this is 112th. And then next up we have Fans Hobbies Chosen Prime exclusive Tiger Force like VE Thunder or something like that. It's the they're not Fang. I want this. I'm a mark for Tiger Force, and it's an exclusive. And I don't want this to pay secondary market price. Even though I still have my Tiger Force Skyhawk, I haven't opened it yet. But Looks good. And then some reveals during the show. So Big Bad Workshop is working with Larry Hama and doing Larry Hama's Fury Force. And here's the lineup. We got Top Kick, who's the first lieutenant, Hogman, the machine gunner, Brujo, the communicator, Jelly, Grenader, and Demolitionist, Umbra, Intelligence, and Recon, and then Louie, Sniper, and Logistics. And this, I'm assuming this is Vietnam era, is what it looks like to me. I don't have a whole lot of details on it. I just pulled these up today. And then we got Revenant, and his title is General Badass. I wonder if he's supposed to be like a Snake Eyes type commando character because he's got the mask, and he comes with the suppressed Uzi. And then they're also doing a Larry Hama figure, which you can kind of see with like the Comic-Con badge. And this will be a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. So that's kind of interesting. Some more stuff that was at JoeFest. This is from Super 7. We got teased last week of glow-in-the-dark Snake Eyes. Well, Snake Eyes isn't alone. We have Glow Patrol, Snake Eyes, CoverGirl, and Duke in Reaction Plus for life. But Cobra's getting Glow Patrol also. And this is a blue glow, which I'm kind of interested to see how these look. But we have Battle Android Trooper, Cobra Commander, and Serpentor. And I think these were available at JoeFest. And I don't know if these went up for pre-order on Super 7's website or not. So now to round off the week 4, the final week of Yojo June. And we got images of Iceberg, which we got the renders last week. And here he is some more. Looking really good. Very SSX with his snowboard and doing tricks off of it. And then here's kind of how he looks in the package. It was funny recently this weekend. I think I might have been prepping for Men on Films. And I just threw G.I. Joe Season 2 on in the background. And an episode I remember I've seen multiple times, but Dr. Mindbender they were working in the Arctic. And they were turning men into animals, almost like an Island of Dr. Moreau type thing. And Iceberg was turned into an orca. It was just a silly episode. Let's see. Next we have Rugged Duke, or Bearded Duke, or it almost looks like Energon Duke, but not really Energon Duke. Yeah, I want this figure. I don't know where I would put it though in my collection. But then, a lot of people are saying it has that Resolute Duke look as well. I like the look of it. It almost feels like they could just made this like an action soldier, not even called it Duke. But I think they wanted it in the actual classified line. Next up, Creo Lady Marmalade, or Lady Armada. Is that her name? I don't know a whole lot about this character. I think she looks cool. Like, this figure looks badass. I like the mask. I like the armor on her legs and her arms. I like how the knees have that skull molded into it. Her face doesn't look half bad either. It makes me wonder if they'll use any of the tooling from this to make a Iron Grenadier Baroness. She's got to be coming, right? To go with Destro. I forget the lore from her, but she was in the comics. I don't remember which though. Yeah, I have no knowledge of this character. I think she's cool. What they've done with this design, it looks fun. See, next up, a figure that I am familiar with, at least the vintage, is Toxofiber. I always thought he was weird. Like, what is he like fighting toxic? Is he using toxin? Just from the blast effects, it looks like flames, but I'm thinking of some type of toxin that he's firing. But really reminiscent to that vintage design. And then he kind of has like an infected look on his face, which makes me wonder if like maybe this is like kind of like what they did with the mole rats. Or is he enhanced maybe? Like they did with the Frag Vipers, but I'm pretty sure it's he's getting infected would be my guess. And then last up, our last figure reveal. This was the one we didn't see the render, what the render was, and this is Synapse. And man, I tell you what, nothing like a new character to bring the best and worst out of G.I. Joe fans. I don't know what I heard, seen more bitching and complaining, or people like happy that this was coming in the line. For me, I like it. I want to play with it in hand. I wish this character was fleshed out to know more about it. But from the, I think there is a file card. I'll have to check it out. But from what I heard from people talking, that you don't get along with Destro. I kind of want to know the story about the hand with the eye on it. I think it's an interesting figure. And I do agree with people that said this looks like it's straight out of Fortnite. I get that. But his face reminds me of Molten Joe from Mad Max Fury Road. And then to round off Yojo June, we got our render reveals. And the Valkyrie. So most likely these are on retro cards. Valkyrie, which I can't wait to get some more Valkyries. I want to do some more troop building to her. I think I only got one set. Flash, that'll shut up all the OG 13 collectors. And then one that I don't think we needed was this Falcon, because I was happy with my original Falcon and taking the head off that 2-pack and putting it on it. Worked fine for me on that. And then I think the thing that had everybody oohing and ahhing was this Lara Croft, this crossover with Tomb Raider. I'm looking forward to that. It almost makes me want to pre-order that silly Action Man, because he was a Brit agent. She's kind of a Brit archaeologist. And then last but not least, like a day later, which is so weird, like this wasn't on the stream, we're getting Night Force Psych Out, which this will be the Walmart exclusive. We got a Walmart Collector Con coming up soon. I think this has already hit ports. But like I said on Instagram, and I think Tony and Lenny liked my comment, or maybe BMAC, I can't remember. This one of the things that this Joe team did, well, before the guys left, was turn like these dopey vintage characters into cool figures updates. Like they did that with the Raptor. Crystal Ball was another one, and this Psych Out's the same thing. They didn't give him his little radar dishes, which was kind of funny. On the vintage character, but supposedly Psych Out is like the Folly to Dire tech, the Crystal Ball's Dire tech. So it's kind of cool to see some of the lore. I'm assuming it might get incorporated in the Energon, because I've heard that Crystal Ball is in the Energon. So, and then last up we have our name only reveals, and we are getting a red Snake armor, which I'm kind of glad I only got one white Snake armor, because I will definitely get a red one and probably a blue one if they do a blue one. We're getting our last two members of the Slaughters, Mad Marauders, Footloose and Mutton Junkyard. And then we are getting a triple T with Sergeant Slaughter. I think that's going to be like $160. I just have that feeling this one's 150 plus price point. It's kind of funny. It's like we'll go on a rant. This wait. First of all, let's rank Yojo June. I think that's what all the talking heads are doing, right? I'm having I'm forgetting some of the stuff. So we got that it was a lot of stuff we already seen. Like I almost want to go back to the different 4 weeks of news and review and see what the different ones is like. So we got Deep Six, which was fun. That Dusty, a little bit expensive. It feels like we didn't get a whole lot of stuff, to be honest. So let's see. Last week last week we got the render reveals that we saw, the figures that went up for pre-order. I'm not even on the right slideshow. News and review 39. All right, here we go. It's like, does that just lower the grade because it was that forgettable? Like I can't remember what last week was. Yeah, so last week was just the pre-orders for Dusty and that Arctic Trooper that I don't care about at all. So that was last week. And then the week 2 was I should have had all this pre-done, right? Instead of doing this on the fly. All right, so week 2 we got a reveal of Action Man. Oh, the How. Yeah, that was fun. Vamp Mark 2. Yeah, that was fun. There's kind of a theme with that. That's like $220 right there between those two things, and then Action Man. So then week 1 was the 2-pack, right? The 2-pack with the green paw, like I'm thinking tiger paw, not what the Cobra name of it is. Man, my names. We had the 2-pack, the Ninja Force 2-pack go up. The Cobra versus Joe, Snake Eyes environment, ATV versus Stealth Viper and Flight Pod, and then Deep Six, and then Hooded Cobra Commander. So I am going to say Yojo June this year was better than last year. The big sticking point last year was because of that police officer, right? That I think that killed any Yojo June fire. And I think they teased the Rattler, right? Isn't that how they ended Yojo June? This year we didn't get any tease of a HasLab. We were told that we're not getting a HasLab. But what's funny is what we would probably pay for a HasLab is what we're going to be paying in vehicles this year. With that How, the Vamp, that 2-pack, now the Triple T, and if that made to order Thunder Machine's an actual thing, we're paying what we would have paid for the HasLab at that point. I'm going to give it a C. That's my opinion. Yojo June was a C this year. Fun figure, especially that Hooded Cobra Commander. I think they should have ended Yojo June with Hooded Cobra Commander instead of leading with it. I think because of recency bias. Because look, I had to go back and remember what the reveals were. Now I do deal with a lot of news, so I'm always working on the next week. So sometimes the week prior gets lost. But I think that's how you should have ended the month, not started the month. You could have started the month with how you ended the month. I mean, you could have started with that 4-figure wave at the beginning of the month. So yeah, a C, a good C, a hard C. But that's all I got. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. That's one thing that's nice about toy news. There's always something to talk about. And now we got con season. Like, we are going to be hard on con season with SDCC, BotCon, TFCon, Toronto. I mean, that third party panel hopefully is fire. But yeah, check this out every Tuesday at 1 a.m. If you want us to go live, let me know. I mean, now that we've got memberships unlocked and super chats unlocked, maybe it'd be a fun thing to do live. But I appreciate anybody that watches the live pre-record. Also, check me out on all the socials, because usually where all this is coming from is from my posts throughout the week on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X. All of that is Talib1980_collects. Link should be in the subject for that, or the description. I didn't even mention it, but I do have an affiliate code with Bumbusby. If you could, please use that. The link should be in the description. There's the link right there below in the ticker. You can get a lot of your third-party Transformers figures there, third-party action figure stuff. Use that code and do some shopping, and I'll get a little bit of credit for it. I appreciate every little bit of it. And then, like I did mention, like, now we have memberships and super chats. This week, starting out, there should be some members-only reviews. Those will be for members only for a week, and then once the next week rolls over, those will be for everybody else, as long as I don't screw it up. I'm trying to figure out how to do the whole membership thing, the member only, and then like schedule them after that. We will be doing 2 members only live streams. The first one for sure will be after Well Actually, and then I don't know when the second one, maybe Tuesday after open mic night. The other thing I was thinking was maybe like doing a members only while this is a live pre-record and like EFAT myself. I don't know. Sometimes I don't like listening to my own voice, so I don't know if I'd want to do that. It might be fun. I mean, if there's other people with, maybe. Well, I don't know. We'll see. But definitely the plan is to go for sure after Well Actually. I just have to think of the next day to do it, because I can't really do it after Men on Films, because we already go so late anyways. So it'll probably be like a Tuesday. That's why I'm thinking Tuesday, maybe after open mic night, because I'm already streaming. And maybe I can bring people over from open mic night into the members only stream. And then check me out Mondays, Decepticast, 10:15 p.m. Then this will air after that at 1:30. Then Figure Fight Club Tuesdays for open mic night. That's at 8 p.m. Then Wednesdays I'm on 3POA for the Midweek Madness. I do that every time. Midweek Mayhem with the mid-show Transformers report. And then Thursday is Well Actually. That starts at 10:30 p.m. where I put 4 YouTubers against each other to see who can get the most points. And their opinions matter in my eyes, or they don't matter. Then Friday is back to Figure Fight Club for Plastic Journey. That starts at 9 p.m. And then rounding my week off, Saturday night, Men on Films. This week we're going to be doing like since it's 4th of July, it's like an Americana subject. So like movies that have scenes or just that makes you think about like America. I mean, one that comes to mind for me is like the fireworks scene in oh my gosh, names. The baseball movie with the kids. You're killing me, Smalls. Forgot. The name that's in my head is A League of Their Own, and that's not even close. That's the Women's Baseball League movie with Madonna and Tom Hanks. Oh, why can't I think of that movie? Hold on. Let's get out the handy dandy phone. And you know, as soon as it hits my screen, I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Sandlot. That's it. We're out of here. See you in the next one. Take care. Peace.
Talib 910 made it collects, yeah, that's the name. Shelves to the screen, still playing the game. If YouTube dead, better culture career. If you love collectibles, this where you step. Instagram scrolls, TikTok clips, sex for the talk, Facebook hits, Twitch going live, yeah, we building a base. Community strong, worldwide space. If you rock with the vibe, don't hesitate. Subscribe to the channel, yeah, elevate. Follow, like, share, let the algorithm spin. Tap the bell, stay live. Let the journey begin. This ain't just toys, it's a culture we see. From plastic to pixels, yeah, we give you the fee. If it dropped, if it leaked, if it buzzing online, we talk it, we break it every single time.